So when we talk about accomplishments and we talk about kind of the state of the schools with regard to how our students do and our staff do, we have to start with our incredible growth. This is the 5th year of more than 800 students per year coming into the school system. Unprecedented growth, I think, in Lincoln and in most districts and cities around the country. It's an indication of a very vibrant local economy where people are coming here, they're living here, they're thriving here, and they're sending their children to Lincoln Public Schools. And while that presents issues and challenges for us, I can tell you that it's a wonderful problem to have, and we're very, very grateful to be a progressive, growing community. But when we look at those 800 students and a 15% increase in the last 5 years, for example, and probably something similar for the next 5 years, one of the concerns that you always have is how do you maintain academic stability and integrity? And I'm very, very proud to say that despite the growth and more of our students being in poverty, we're close to a 50% free and reduced school district right now, and that number continues to grow. We haven't skipped a beat. We haven't lost a step with regard to state assessments, to how our students are doing compared to state averages in critical academic areas. And we've been very stable with our on-time graduation rate. We have a lot of work to do. But as a refugee resettlement community, and again, a community that continues to attract hundreds and hundreds of people every single year, we're very proud of the fact that we're maintaining. And as we continue to go forward, of course, our goal is to become better at all of that. When we look at our district, one of the things that we're very proud of, and this is I'm sitting in an example of our facilities and how good they are, and thank you, Lincoln, again, for your investment in the infrastructure and the climate and culture for all of our children to learn. And this is Randolph Elementary. It's an 85-year-old school, and it had just had a complete facelift. And I'm sitting on a part of that complete facelift. The students here now are at no disadvantage with regard to classroom size, classroom space, and cafeteria planning. And we opened up more middle school this last year, 21st Century Middle School in the southeast part of the city. And you know, off the top of my head, Human Elementary had a complete facelift and actually had to have school at an off-site location. And that is, again, indicative of a community that supports us very, very dramatically and very deeply, and we thank you for that. We're a technology-assisted learning environment. All of our students now have access to Chromebooks, and our teachers have done a fantastic job of learning how to use digital resources to support what's happening in the classroom. And we're seeing a lot of positive change there. Amplification systems, which I know a lot of people had some questions about early on, but the idea now when a teacher talks in a small group and a large group, all kids can hear. And it isn't a matter of where you sit in the class, it's just a matter of the teacher turning on the amplification system. And those are in all of our schools. We've tried to stay on top of other things that support education as well too, and I feel like we've done a very, very good job. But at the end of the day, we want 90% of our students to graduate in 4 years. We want 100% of our students to graduate in that 5th and that 6th year, because we know that without a high school diploma, at whatever point in time that is for a student, they are very, very unlikely to be successful as contributing members of our society. And so that's our focus. That's the area that we continue to look at. And we do that with a vibrant staff of people that come every single day because they believe all means all. And we have plenty of opportunities to demonstrate that within Lincoln Public Schools. We have a lot of cultures represented. We have a lot of countries represented. We have students that come here in preschool. We have students that come here in grade 12. And we're going to work hard, equally hard, with each and every one of them to help them be successful, and our results show it. Very, very proud of the collective effort it takes, beginning with the Board of Education that cares deeply about our mission, but all the way through our classrooms and in our community. It takes all of us pulling together so that the most valuable commodity that any community has, its children, gets the very, very best of what we have.